Hi there, my name is Aimée Darling, and I'm an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and I am excited to talk to you today about the subject of a launch. So you're brand new, and you got from me or your upline your ambassador checklist, your track to success. And one of the checklist items says schedule a launch with your upline. So what is a launch, and do you need one? Well, a launch is just a word we use that can mean anything for you. So this could be called a private tasting. This could be called, a party. This could be called an education event. It can be called anything you want. We just happen to call it a launch. I know that sounds a little formal and official, but don't be intimidated by that. So here's what you need to do. You need to schedule that time with your upline. Now, if you are like me and you are nowhere near your upline, can you do this yourself? You bet. But one of the things you want to know, and you don't have to know all the products, and you don't have to know everything about them. Actually, you could literally show the product video and the compensation video from Plexus Worldwide, and then just tell stories about what you've heard about other people's health journey, and then open up a computer or a phone, take orders, sign up new ambassadors, and then call it a day. Enthusiasm will always trump knowledge. Always. And so don't worry about having it with somebody, but if you're near somebody, then feel free to do that in a small group. You can do several of them. It doesn't have to be just one when you're brand new. You could do one 6 months from now. You also could bring a gathering of people to 3 different events in 3 different cities, and every time you coach friends and family in that area that this is a launch for you, you just have to tell the person leading or your upline, that's what you're doing, because when we do a launch, it's very similar to an event. So here's how it rolls. If you're showing the videos, that's like an event in a box. Super simple. If you're actually talking physically about the products, then what'll happen is we welcome everybody for coming, and then we go on to talk about the company, the stats of the company, who is it, and frankly, people want to know the heart of your company so that they know what you're getting yourself into. And so I do that, and then from there I'll talk about the products. I'll tell stories about what I've seen the product do for people. I always make sure I say that nothing will cure anything, and then from there I give them the opportunity, if they choose, because now they're motivated, that if they know somebody, here's how they can help their friend, you, the brand new person, the best, and how to help you look for people and refer them to you. It takes the pressure off of you. Often what happens is, because it's just an education event, they don't feel pressured and they're motivated, and then all of a sudden these little hidden stories start coming out about how they have problems with XYZ, and then they order, or they become an ambassador, or whatever the case might be. And I'm real honest with people. I tell them, John or Susie, they're brand new, they're totally excited, they are moving into leadership quickly, and they're looking for their first 3 people. And I ask them, who do you know that really loves working with people, really wants to help others, and would love, they're trainable, and they would love something more in their life. And so I do say those things, but I want them to think about who they know. And so that's kind of how a launch goes, or a private tasting, or a coffee and conversation, whatever you want to call it. That's how that goes. And so when you coach people, you want them to show up. So what you need to do, we call that coaching. And when you coach people, you're explaining to them simply exactly what you want them to do. And so I would say, John, when you come, I'm going to reserve you a spot. My upline's talking. Now, if that person's related to you, I just kind of beg them, like, listen, you got to come and support me. I want you to know what it is I'm involved in so that you can go tell others. No, you don't have to use it yourself, but at least come. And then that way it takes pressure off them. I never use languaging like a no pressure event, because if I have to say that, then I'm planting seeds that aren't positive. So I'll just say, this is an education event. I can't wait for you to meet my upline. You get to check it all out. It's very mellow, and it's education. And then from there, that's now been coached. And then I follow up with them, and I make sure they're coming. Do they know the directions? Yes, they can bring a friend. Who can they think of? Those kind of things. And then the night of the event, I'm professionally dressed. I don't show up in sweats. And if I'm doing my own, because I'm brand new Susie Q, then whatever products I have, that's what I talk about. If it's me coming to do your launch or your upline, they'll probably talk about the other products too. A couple minutes ago, I talked about exactly how the event will go. And that's basically it. And then from there, I'll just go ahead and thank them, and then they take orders, and we go from there. And then we talk about what events are coming up next, what your goals are, and then who do they know. So it's pretty stinking simple, but don't be intimidated by doing your own. It is 100% okay to just open up a phone or a computer and just show people the compensation video and the product video that were made by Plexus Worldwide. Shake a bottle of Slim, get some Dixie cups, and call it simple. It does not need to be elaborate, but the whole point of a launch is to give your friends and family that are local to you the opportunity to know what you've got yourself involved in. And of course, we know it's all about health and getting healthy and spreading that love. So anyway, I look forward to hearing how you put a twist on this. I look forward to hearing what you do, and make it simple. You don't have to make this super involved. Do you need food? Well, you could have something sweet and something salty, kind of simple. You don't have to make this a huge event. And you also could go ahead and just bring your people to local events, and we can call it a launch that way too. So I'll look forward to hearing how you put a twist on it, and that'll be that.